You spent time in the media, as again we've mentioned in this conversation. So with that as the setup, not to pat myself on the back, but I've been talking to you for 10 minutes. I haven't mentioned the name Tim Tebow yet. I think that's remarkable restraint, don't you think, Coach?
Yeah, you might be the first. Very good.
Okay, I mean, really, I've been really bursting since I said hello. And I know that when we talked on the air on NFL Network on the Saturday of the draft that you had not physically seen him work out, and that in the subsequent telling of the story when you were on Chris Collinsworth's podcast that his subsequent workout you were not there for. So how did Tim get the opportunity? Can you walk me through that? Did he knock on your door? Are you in search of somebody to personify your culture build here in Jacksonville? Why does Tim have this opportunity is essentially my question.
I'm on his foundation board. I know Tim. We talk. I knew he was getting ready to go play pro baseball, and he did. He mentioned to me that, I'm in the best shape of my life, and he can tell he is. And we had a chat, and I said, well, he said, could you have a couple guys look at me? And I said, well, obviously let me think this thing through. I don't want this to turn into something that, but I said, as long as it's confidential and not I'll let some guys look at you. And I showed up and I left on purpose, and our GM was there, our tight end coach and our offense coordinator were there, and they put him through workout. They came back to me and said, my gosh, this guy's in incredible shape. He's a big athlete. Our tight end room has been struggling. Okay, and I think it did two other times. They had two other, they gave him some things to work on. And then they brought him back, and I said, they came to me and said, I think we should give him a shot. And what's the percentage of making the team? We don't know. This is uncharted waters. This is going to be very difficult. But he's been doing great. He's been doing great in practice. He's learning the offense, as you can imagine. He's working as hard as anybody. I see a good camaraderie amongst the team and Tim, and it's been good so far.
So what do you think he can represent in this locker room that you want to get across to people who might still be wondering, even in just the first few weeks, what your culture build is all about in Jacksonville?
Well, he certainly lived it. He is a guy that's as hardworking, as tough a human being as ever been around, as competitive. But the cool thing is, Rich, I'm finding a lot of that around here. I'm finding we brought in some guys like that in free agency. Miles Jack, Josh Allen. Some of the core players we have, Brandon Linder. We have some good core players, and I know we didn't play very well. You can say, well, they're 1-15. I get that. We did not play well. I didn't say that. But we have good core competitive players. And I think, first of all, Tim's 1-90. And the thing that I've settled in with now that we have 90 in it, when you go kick the ball off, you're at 48, I believe it is. 46. And that's going to be – this to me is a tryout for a lot of guys. And he falls into that category. But to answer your question, he's working his tail off, as you can imagine.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.